What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. It's kind of late at night. I don't normally make videos this late, but something just came to light a couple of hours ago, and I thought it was pretty interesting because it's different than what I've been saying this whole time, and I think it's kind of potentially, I'm going to say potentially, proving me wrong on what I thought about Classic Plus. So what I want to show you guys, I'm going to swap over to my main screen so you guys can see it right here, and this is a tweet from Stiven. Classic 1.60.1 on WoW Dev 2. Feels like they're kind of getting ready. So basically what this is was like a very small patch, okay, that has been hit on that internal testing server, the mysterious 1.60 server that everyone has been, you know, up in arms about, excited about, talking about. Everyone, you know, feels like this is Classic Plus, right? And most likely it probably is, right? To some extent. You know, we don't know what Classic Plus actually is at this point, but whatever it is has something to do with this. Now, I do want to make sure everyone here understands one thing, though. And that one thing is that basically this is a very small update, right? So essentially, this could be like really anything. It could be something as small as like them fixing bugs, stuff like that. You know, adding very small pieces of content, you know, and potentially just preparing for maybe a wider range of testing. And why I think that is relevant is because, you know, me personally, I've gone back and forth with this whole thing. I've been saying, you know, hey, Classic Plus is not coming until 2027. There's no way they're going to drop it while we're in the middle of the Burning Crusade. And then there's other parts of me that are like, maybe they can. So I've kind of gone back and forth with this. I've actually been arguing with Solheim in DMs for probably about a year at this point on when Classic Plus is coming. And then we got the announcement of the China BlizzCon in October. And I was like, there's just no way, right? Like, if people are saying Classic Plus is coming after BlizzCon, you know, in... which is in September 12th and 13th. So if Classic Plus is coming like 2 or 3 weeks after that, and then they're doing a China Blizz, like there's just no way. It didn't line up to me. But that doesn't mean that like there's no Classic Plus. You know what I'm trying to say? Like maybe what this actually is them preparing for maybe an open beta or a closed beta happening after BlizzCon. Like that could make a lot of sense to me. But whatever it is, it's encrypted and data miners can't actually access the information and see what is on this build, right? And notably, in the past, Blizzard has done this with stuff that they don't want data miners to be able to access. So it's encrypted. We don't know what it is. We do, you know, you've seen all the videos explaining why 1.60, you know, most likely is Classic Plus, and it all makes sense. But maybe it doesn't mean that Classic Plus is like coming, you know, a week after BlizzCon. Maybe it means we're going into like an open beta after BlizzCon for a couple of months, and maybe Classic Plus is launching early 2027. However, I have always been, you know, everyone who's watched all my videos, I've always been more on the side of the fence of saying that it's further away than we think. And the reason for that is because I'm just logically thinking about how everything plays out, right? We don't know what's going to happen with MOP. Maybe they're going to go to WoD. Maybe it just gets an era. We'll find out at BlizzCon. TBC. I mean, we're just about to enter Black Temple and Hyjal, which is Phase 3. And then we still have Phase 4 and Phase 5. We have Zul'Aman and then Sunwell. And BlizzCon is what, like 2 or 3 weeks after we go into Black Temple for the first time. So if they were going to like shadow drop it, it's kind of weird. They're shadow dropping it like smack dab in the middle of TBC. I know most of us wouldn't really care. We'd much rather be playing Classic Plus anyway, right? Like that is the truth. But I just feel like it's super weird for them to do that because I think Wrath of a Lich King would make them a ton of money. And I've talked about this before. Like, I don't think there's any way that they are ever going to do a full Burning Crusade release and not do Wrath of the Lich King following up with it, right? Wrath of the Lich King is a big cash cow for them. Everyone loves Wrath. It's always, you know, historically been the most poppin' version of Classic every time that it's come out now, which we've had 2 times. If you look at private servers, Wrath private servers are always poppin'. It is just the version of Classic that is the most popular for everybody. So for them to skip that, I don't think it makes much sense, but again, anything can happen, right? Maybe they're releasing Classic Plus and they just want to have it as a completely separate thing on the side. you know, that has nothing to do with the Burning Crusade. That has nothing to do with Wrath of the Lich King. And I guess that, you know, I guess that could work as well. And maybe people can hop back and forth between all these different versions. At that point, we're not really getting the version of Classic Plus that I personally have been hoping for this whole time. Like, I've been, you know, a huge advocate for the fact that I want, like, a, you know, a true, like, I guess, forever home in Classic. Like, a true version of the game that, like, doesn't go anywhere, that you can live in this world and make a bunch of characters, and you know those characters are not, like, leaving or going away. It's not seasonal, and, you know, this is still going to be developed 5 years from now. Like, that has always been my vision, my perfect, you know, Classic Plus, I guess you would say. But after seeing this, I do have some hope that it maybe is a little bit closer than I've been thinking this whole time. You know, I've been trying to just be realistic with my expectations, but clearly they are testing something, and adding this much and testing this much wouldn't really be necessary unless something was close, whether it's a, you know, closed alpha, a friends and family test, a beta. Some sort of testing is coming and or launch to follow that pretty soon, right? Like, if Classic Plus was coming in 2027, the end of 2027, we probably wouldn't be seeing this stuff right now. And the fact that it is encrypted and Blizzard doesn't want us to see it makes a lot of sense, right? And that also shows me, like, maybe this is really close. Maybe they are trying to plan some kind of crazy, you know, shadow drop thing here where they you know, they just shock the crowd and they're like, it's available in 2 weeks or whatever. Or, like, kind of exactly what they did with, like, Season of Discovery. That was so hype. Like, I remember watching that and I was like, oh my God, we're going to play this really soon. I'm extremely pumped. You know, so maybe that is what's going to happen. I'm not 100% sure. I do know that at the very least, this is good news. This is some good copium. I haven't been making many Classic Plus leak videos or anything like that recently. I've been trying to lay off myself, trying to reel in my expectations a little bit and dial it down so that I just want to protect myself from getting let down. But I am excited. I am hype, and I get why everyone's got the cope going on. It's a big time for us Classic WoW players and content creators. This could potentially be the next era of, you know, MMOs coming here if this is done right. And I'm more than excited. And you know what? Whatever. Let's cope about this one because it makes sense, and it got me a little bit excited. So I decided I was gonna talk to you guys about it, and I want to know, you know, what you guys think down in the comments below. If any of you are devs out there or have any experience in this field, you know, and you feel like giving me some information, and please enlighten me in the comments. But I do really want to know how everyone feels about this. Are you excited? Are you kind of like, nah, I don't really care about WoW till it comes out, or whatever it is? Let me know down in the comments. Follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/hammerdance, and subscribe to the channel if you guys love Classic WoW just as much as me. And for anyone who is new here, I've realized recently we've had a lot of new faces around the channel and around the WoW scene. Yesterday, I actually had worked on a video for all new and returning players. If you haven't played WoW in 20 years, or maybe you never played and you're thinking about playing, definitely watch the video that I'm going to link right here. I go in deep detail about every single version of WoW that's out right now, so you have a good starting off point and know where to jump in and you know, get your feet wet in the WoW universe while you're waiting for Classic Plus. So watch that video. There was a lot of work done on that one. And anyways, thank you guys all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one.